exactly. I just didn't know when to use it.
Yeah,
That was the whole thing. I mean, it's there.
Go through that a little bit, and just so if they ask those really simple questions, well, who's Rory? How did you get my number? What's going on here? Then that's when we're going to send them some rebuttals. But if they say no or stop, then
Forget it.
Really, from what I understand is we don't want anything to do with them. We're not going to waste our time with that stuff.
It's next.
Yeah,
say
it's
next and
right?
move on.
Yeah.
Next.
Kim Moore's here. My gosh, we got a rock star in the house.
Kim Moore, I know.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
Hey, Kim.
What a treat.
Yeah, awesome.
Wow.
What a treat.
I just kind of sneaking in, if that's okay. Y'all don't mind, do you?
Nah.
Not
Did
a
you
bit.
sign an NDA? Wait a minute. Did you sign an NDA, Kim?
Oh, you mean I gotta do that?
I gotta boot you. I'm sorry. I gotta boot you. I'm the host.
Well, y'all have such a great group here. I knew this would be a meeting to be at. So
We do.
I'm a nosy little booger, so
Well, you're always welcome, Kim. You're always
Believe
welcome.
me, you're a perfect addition to this crazy group. by the
Yes.
way.
That's
Thank you. That's
okay.
very
All
kind of
love
y'all.
to just ask and answer questions, and it's fun. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sharon just told me not to boot her Kim.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sharon just told me not to boot her Kim.
Tell her we
So-
wouldn't dream of it.
I
But
love
not
you
dreaming.
guys. You know I do.
Well, we love you too. So it's a nice treat to have you here with us tonight.
Okay, we have an iPhone.
Hey,
Who
Kim.
are you? Who's the iPhone here?
Mary Simmons, the intruder.
Alrighty.
Mary Simmons.
Welcome,
All right,
Mary.
Mary. Yeah.
Hey, Peter,
Hi,
I'm
Mary.
here until he calls.
Michelle, unmute and say hi. Can you unmute? There you go. Hi.
Hey, being on video.
Hey, Brandon's here. Hi, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. And Tony, I can see you now. That's good. Oh boy, Mary and James Bird's on. Hi, James.
Hey, James.
Hi.
James, I haven't talked to you since Miami. What's up?
I know. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Big hugs coming your way.
Welcome, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, let's get going.
See you. All right, guys, let's start. Take it away, Peter.
Okay, so 4/15/21. Everybody, so glad you're here. I just wanted to do how do I want? I just wanted to clear up some things that I've seen on the chats, not only ours but other chats, where some people may not be absolutely clear or understand. It wasn't me. Or understand exactly, the basics of what we're doing. And I'm going to first talk about the legs of marketing. Okay. And we're going to open this up for discussion because I really want to make sure everybody understands the legs of marketing we have, right? So, the first leg of marketing we have is not just the PBS, well, it's the PBS, but we go into the classifieds, right? Posting ads, about the products that we have. I saw a couple places where people are like, well, I don't understand where you found this classified for free, or I didn't understand where you have this classified for free. I'm going to post in the chat here a page that I have that have some additional classifieds that are not, on Rory's, the RRR247 training site. And then if anybody wants any other additional classes, I have a whole list, like 200. Okay. So we want to be posting on the classifieds. That's our first little marketing tool, right? That's our first leg. Then we go into the social media, right? Which includes the memes, if you have them, if you can afford them. If you can't, don't worry about it. You'll get to those when you can, and then we go into the V leads, right? Right. And so I want to make sure everybody understands how that all works. Because I kind of got a weird glimpse that no one's really understanding that we got to do the classified, we got to do the social media and everything else to start building our SEO. And then, you know, once we're in.
Hold on, Peter. Peter, unmute.
There we go.
Sorry, I had to mute it. There was some background noise.
That's fine. And so once we start doing the V leads, then we become instructors in training, and now we have access to the 101 boards, and right now the SD leads. And those of you who don't have access to them, I'm getting them for you really quickly. Okay, so I want to stop there and see if there's any questions on classifieds and SEO and social media and the V leads. That's where I want to start with this conversation, because I want to make sure everybody understands exactly what's going on. I just got the feeling there's some people in here. I know, you know, Julie and Stacy and John and everybody here kind of understands that, but if they don't, I wanted to open this to discussion because I want to make sure everybody understands the importance of those. And I'm going to post my page on here right now.
Unmute, Michelle.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Are the V leads and then the new leads we're getting, are those different?
Explain that a little further. I'm sorry.
So I had my V lead list that was like 2,000,
Mhm.
you know, 2,000 of them. And now we're doing the new leads. Are they the same?
Exactly the same.
Yes.
They're the
Exactly the
same.
same.
Yes.
Mhm.
We're
The
just
same-
using a different approach to those
Okay.
leads.
Yeah.
Just a different approach.
So
Good
are we
question.
calling them,
Include the
but are we
BRT.
calling them something else? Like-
Velavita, or,
No.
you know, calling them V leads, but we're just using a different protocol, different
Okay.
scripts, different.
Okay,
Right.
the same thing, but
Yeah.
we're going toward Bella Vita now.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all V marketing leads. We're just using them in a different format.
Okay,
It's actually called a victory lead.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that's
people were
right.
confusing it as a Velavita or a Valentis lead. And
Right.
it's not a Valentis lead, it's a victory lead.
Victory lead.
victory lead, okay.
And so,
on your
yes,
way
we're
to
using
victory.
the same leads, but we're just using a different approach, which
Mhm.
now includes the BRT, right?
Right.
So that's one thing that I thought everybody was a little bit confused about, and I want to make sure everybody's really, really dialed in on what we're doing. And here's the other thing. Rory's going to go over a lot of this on Saturday too, but
Mhm.
I wanted to preempt it with a bunch of, you know, conversation so that when we get to that training, if you can, then you'll be a little more prepared.
Okay.
Have some of your questions answered, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Irene's
was a
got her
good
hand
question.
up. Yeah, Irene has her hand up.
Hey, explain how the SEO comes in on this. That's like Yoast, right?
Yes.
SEO.
Yes, it's called search
Keep
engine
pointing your finger at me.
optimization.
Oh, right. That's another leg.
Right, but that comes through the classified ads?
No,
No.
that's how we index. We want to index well so that people can find us. A leg of marketing is being there on the front. When you Google turtles, if you've got a page about turtles, you want to be right up there on the first page in the first 3 or 4. That's great. Everyone will find you if you are. If you index well, if your search engine optimization has you positioned
Mhm.
well.
Right.
If you're on page 5 at the bottom, nobody's going to find you unless you personally, give them the link and stuff. So that's why SEO is another leg. It's important that
So how do we get it?
index well.
What do we do? How do
Your
we come about it?
keywords, you want to index well with your keywords. That's why Paul's done so much training on Jaxie. It's
Right.
one tool to use for keywords, but you can also just Google and find out what people,
Or searching.
are searching for
Right.
related to what you're your not ad, but your product or your, you know.
Okay, so the
website, your
keywords and
page.
indexing and SEO are kind of work together. They're interconnected.
Yeah.
Yes. You
Two is
can't.
when you place the ads and people come to your site because of an ad, whether they buy from you or not, just the fact they're coming to your site is showing hits on your site. So it makes you rank on the
Index.
all right, so it makes you hit on the search engines because it's showing on Google that you're being searched for, that your site, that people are clicking on your site. So it's going to make you rank up in that the SEO thing that we do is how we pick the words and stuff. But why you do classifieds is so that people are clicking on your site. So that makes you move up in there. Just having a right word, if nobody ever sees it, you can have the best word in the world, but if nobody ever sees it, it ain't gonna do you a hill of beans good. So that's what doing those ads. You might have 20 people, whether they buy from you or not, or 200 people. At least they're clicking on your page, so you're getting a use out of it. But from what Peter says, he gets a lot of sales from his classified ads. So I mean, I haven't known the man to lie. So I mean, it really stressed to me.
Okay, so the SEO then, is that what we need to build up to get Google AdSense?
No. Well, yes and no.
Yes, yes, that and also, the traffic that you're getting because of it. You need a
Right.
good SEO score so you get the more traffic. You need the ads too, of course, like Kim said. But also, you need oh, I just
Well, no,
lost
these
my
people are
train of
getting Google AdSense. They've been here a month. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've not done as many ads as I have.
They've got to
over
have
3
enough
years.
traffic for Google. Google's very picky.
Let me refer to John on this because John is kind of our group expert. They got it in record time. Google AdSense. It took me quite a bit.
I still don't have it.
Well, and
We're
it's not
working on
because it
that
wasn't
already.
explained to you correctly. So I want to have John just kind of go through that just a little bit. This is off track of where I wanted to go, but I don't care.
Oh,
But John, if you'll just kind of explain the SEO a little bit. I mean, like everybody says, yes, the ads help big time.
Right.
That really helps. But that doesn't mean, your SEO is going to happen. The keywords are important. So I'm just going to refer to John for a minute and let him just explain, just a little 3 or 4 minute little thing on what the importance are on how to get the SEO, Google AdSense, whatever. Google AdSense it's not easy. It's
No,
take it away, John. Just give us 3 or
it's
4 minutes of what we're going to do.
it's actually not as hard as people make it. To get Google AdSense, when you build your site, you can't have any content that's already on the internet.
Right.
Everything has to be modified, which we all know.
yeah.
Okay. Now, you have to have pertinent content on your site. In other words, you can't just write something about nothing. It has to have valuable content.
relevance.
Right. Exactly. Which relevant content is value added or valuable content. Your links have to be, and your menu has to be neat and orderly. It needs to follow a path. From the start to the finish has to be organized. Everything needs to be, for Google's sake, to get started in alphabetical order. And from your menu needs to be in alphabetical order from top to bottom and left to right. You only need to have, say, 3 pictures per 1,000 words. If you have a page with a photo, say a photo library, that doesn't matter. They overlook that. They'll spider it and look at it, and you'll be fine. Basically, what Google AdSense is looking for is a neat site, a clean
Okay,
site.
I gotta go, guys. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, bye, James.
Yeah. Okay. They're looking for a clean site with oh my goodness. Peter put me on the spot.
Original
I know I did,
content.
didn't I?
Yeah, a clean site with original content that is organized in an alphabetical and numerical order. If you duplicate anything, say you take an excerpt out of another website's page or out of a book online or anything like that, you need to put it in quotations. You need to put a reference number on it, and at the bottom of the page, you need to put in quotes, and you need to put the reference number. You need to put reference and put the author, the page number or the article number, and the sentence or paragraph off of that page that you got it from, and basically give that person credit, or that author or whatever journal or wherever you got it from credit. That way Google does not see that as plagiarism.
So basically, maybe have a little bibliography at the end of a
Okay.
at the end of,
Yes.
like you would do in a college.
If you
Yes,
quoted,
like
if
you were
quoted someone else, yeah.
right. If you quote someone else, you need to have, like you do in a college, and have a little bigger bibliography or a reference section. You need to have on your site, since we are marketing products, you need to have a disclaimer on your site that states that I make a commission off of every product sold on this site. That has to be there.
Okay.
Okay. Google is very picky. They will not accept sites that market alcohol per se directly. We are not marketing. We're marketing it, but we're not selling it. Let me correct that. They will not accept alcohol sales. They will not accept sexually oriented item sales. They will not accept guns, gun parts, ammunition, anything sexual. Even the gun sheaths that we have that come on most of our websites when we first get them, we have to take off of our websites until we get Google AdSense, and then put them back on if we want to market them. Some of us, being from the country like me in Southern, as y'all can tell by my voice, I'm the little redneck John here. Well, I'm not very little, but redneck John here likes guns and has them all over. I'm looking at 3 of them right now. Likes guns, and gun sheaths or something I may put back on my site at one point or another. So I left that option open. But if it's on there before you apply for Google AdSense, you will get declined. What else? Let me think.
If you don't have enough traffic, if you don't have enough originality, we all have the same format
Right.
and outline, but you
Right.
need to have some original content
Yes.
that's yours, that
yes.
put your personality in there, that's yours. And I'm one
Right.
to talk because I don't have it yet, but I know what it
Right.
needs.
Right. If you have a hobby,
I've trained people that have gotten it first time out.
yeah, exactly. If you have a hobby, or anything like that, if you like to knit or sew, you can take pictures of what you've knit or sewn and put them on there and write a page about it, and that's original content. You can take
What
take
about the pages that have to be there? Just like you said, this disclosure. Are there others? Seems like
well,
a
the
privacy note
disclosure
still on there.
the disclosure needs to be in a widget on the bottom of your page, so it needs to be on every page.
Oh, widget.
Put it in a widget on the bottom of your page.
The disclosure.
Just a sentence. One sentence.
Okay. But it
And
has
that-
to be a widget. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it just needs to be a text widget.
Okay.
A widget.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all it has to say is I earn commission from products sold on the site.
Okay. I'll get it from you.
That's simple. Yes, that's simple.
Hey, you know, the other thing is that I want everybody to understand is that we don't have to sell stuff on every page we write. Like
No.
if you like to write something, if you just are just excited about something and you just want to write about something, give people information, that's a great page. Google loves
Mhm.
that. They like it better than if we have a link to sell something. Okay.
Well, I did-
Informational content, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did an
that is just
editorial
informational.
category.
Yeah, it's all informational content that we're not
Mhm.
selling something. We're just saying, hey, this is cool. You know, what's going on with this, blah, 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 blah. Those are all good pages. And I
Yep.
want to make sure everybody realizes that we don't have to sell something on every single page we put out.
No.
Matter of fact, John, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's actually better. if we
Yeah,
don't.
it is. Yeah, it is. Like I have on my website, I've got Discovering Nature's Beauty, and I actually put my Jeep on it. I put my new Jeep, and it's my new to me Jeep. And if y'all seen me share my screen and actually seen my background of my screen, you'd understand why. You'll see my Jeep on it. It's jacked up. It's got a winch on it, and big
A
tire
man toy.
and everything.
Man toy.
Yeah, and it's named Gremlin. I named it Gremlin, and it's in big orange letters across the front of the windshield, and it's across the back window in rough country. It's all decked out.
Boys and their toys.
Yeah, I'm turning 50 this year, and I'm having fun while I'm doing it.
Now, the other thing, this is one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up tonight is because this is just one leg of marketing. Okay.
Right.
SEO is kind of a slow burn. I don't know how else to explain
Takes
it.
time.
It takes some time. So
Mhm.
yes, we want to move forward towards that, but we don't want to focus. God, I just wanted to bring up we don't want to focus on just one leg. We've got, the posting ads, we got social media, we've got SEO that we're working towards, right? And then we got the V leads. And
Yep.
so we want to just, whatever your day is like, if you're focusing on one leg of marketing, then we're missing the whole concept of this.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
that's where I think a lot of people are missing it. It's like, okay, I don't understand Facebook. Well, I don't use Facebook that much.
Right.
I've got Google AdSense. I've got people, people are buying stuff off of my ads that I post. I got one just the other day. I was on the phone with you, wasn't I, John?
Yep.
And we're talking, and all of a sudden I get a notice on my phone that's like, oh, you got to sell from Sephora. Great, right? It wasn't a lot of money, but I got that's from me using or utilizing the legs of marketing that we have. And so when I say that is that we have when you come in here, you got to, do your website, get your links in there, post the ads, get into Facebook and social media if you can, if that's what your gig is. Then we go to V marketing. And then once you're an instructor in training, then we get you into the one-on-one boards and the SD leads,
Mhm.
right? So those are the ones that I really wanted to concentrate on, is that we've got a lot of legs of marketing.
Mhm.
I think we talked about this when I came back from the event, that those people, they really grew quickly, but all they have is their old leads from other MLMs and Facebook marketing. That's all they have. We've got way more than that, but we've got to make sure that we're doing them in the correct order, and we got to make sure that we're spending the right amount of time on them and not just focusing on one that we, especially that we don't understand. It's like me. Facebook is not my gig, right? I'm not going there. I'm learning.
Uh,
but
Social
that's
media is not
gig
my
right now.
gig, but I'm learning.
it's all Sharon's gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
If y'all want to know anything about Facebook marketing and stuff, talk to Sharon or me.
Okay.
Yeah, then you just,
If
that's
I
what
don't know
you
the
do.
answer, I can reach over and tap on Sharon's shoulder and say, "Hey, this da 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 da," and she'll answer.
But let's not focus on just one or two. You know, let's take. make
Sharon's
sure that
over
we-
here going, "Give me the money."
I'd like to add something here.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about ads and stuff, we also, and I just came aware because a student of mine got a letter from Valentis
Oh.
about compliance, about an ad she posted back in December. And it had to do with the anti-aging. And it says that they can't mention about any diseases or conditions.
Yeah.
So she went through, so we got to watch what we say that we're complying with what we are posting.
Mm-hmm.
She corrected it and sent the link back to them, and they said no other, she did what she was supposed to, and no other, disciplinary and actions were going to be taken.
Mhm.
So we have to watch what we disclaim about anything that we post on any ads, social media. She basically does a lot on Facebook as well. So it goes to
Mhm.
show that they are watching our ads.
Yes, they are. That's one thing you got to
just
make
just to
sure.
put that out there.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to make sure when you sign up for these programs. And like when you sign up with CJ and ClickBank and all that, which we are phasing out eventually, each individual advertiser that we advertise their products through have different rules that we have to abide by. And one company may allow us to use their logos and may allow us to use certain text and use their name, while another may not in an advertisement. So you need to know from one distributor to another distributor which one allows what, so you don't have that hassle like Julie's student did. So you have to do your homework. Make sure y'all do that.
I'm going to say something is that I always make my ads really simple.
Mhm.
And I always tell all my students, the one ad you didn't put out there is the one that someone's not going to respond to. You
Yep.
know, it's like the one phone call you didn't make. That's the
Yep.
guy that's probably going to be your rock star, right?
Right.
And so I just make mine very, very simple.
Mhm.
I don't ever say anything. I mean, we're selling supplements. We're not selling, cancer cures or any of that stuff.
Mm-mm.
I mean, so like you say, John, and Julie, we can't say, it cures cancer. I mean, that's ridiculous. And we just got to know that. But at the end of the day, it's just, you got to put something out there, maybe crazy, maybe like, hey, take a look at this immune boost, whatever it is, it made me feel really good. I enjoy this. It works for me every single day.
Mhm.
That's all you need. It doesn't
Can
have
I
to
ask
be
you
that
how often
crazy.
you use, can I ask you how often you use the memes and like the wine bot and things like that in your ads? I know you keep them simple, but do you use those pretty often?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Since you get a lot of traffic on
you
your
know what?
classifieds.
I'm going to tell you, I don't use the memes that much. I use them because that's mostly, basically geared towards social media.
Right.
So I'll use them every once in a while. But those aren't my biggest sellers for sure. And I only use the bot when, and this could be wrong. I mean, like I said, Rory's going to do a whole thing this Saturday on some promotions, but I just get them to my page, and if they get on the wine bot, then I'm happy about it. And it's like I always say, there's no bad way to use. There's no wrong advertisement unless you go over and above and say, yeah, we cure cancer.
Right.
That's the only thing that I think is the wrong way. So so I just say, just put it, whatever you can put out there, You know, even if it just says, hey, check out my wine bottle. Click, 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 click.
Yep.
And sometimes if it's not something we already know, we do get our hands slapped from time to time.
For
Google
sure.
will kick us off or whatever. It's happened to me. It's happened to
Yeah, we
Terry. It's
learn
happened
from that.
so
That we
many.
know.
And we learn from it,
Mhm.
and we just know what not to do the next time.
Yep.
Okay, so with that, yeah, Rory's going to be doing a bunch of this stuff on Saturday. I wanted to bring it up, like I said, so we all are, can kind of get a heads up on it. But there was also some things that were talked about is the why page as opposed to the about me or about us page. Okay, and we kind of touched on that a little bit, John. The why page that they brought up on Saturday, where everybody cried or whatever, right? Which was actually pretty inspirational. Is more of a if you weren't on Saturday's training, don't worry about it. But if you were, you'll understand this. So the why page was mostly I would say an exercise in trying to get you to figure out what your actual why is, peeling back that onion and asking, well, why? Okay, well then why? Well then why? Well then why? That's just a page with an exercise of trying to make you figure out what your actual why is for what you're doing this. So the about me page or about us, which are the same two different things, is what you need to get Google AdSense. And I have, like I said, I posted my help guide on there, and it'll kind of give you a reference of what's going on with that. They're two different things. And I want to make sure everybody understood that, because like I said, the why page is basically an exercise. And I hope that makes sense to everybody, because I don't think everybody got that. Any questions?
Mm-mm.
No. Dang, everybody did get
Nope.
that. Wow.
You're a good explainer.
That's the first time I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Peter, I've been writing about pages for websites for 15, 20 years.
Yeah, and you need an about page, and that's just for Google AdSense, but the why page
Right.
is for you.
Right.
That's not for anybody else, but for the person that's actually in PBS. I want to make
Exactly.
sure everybody understood that, right? And
Exactly.
it's a great exercise. Irene, you and I talked about this in Florida. I mean, what's my why? Well, start digging deep into that onion, figure out what that why is. I mean, as soon as you start, writing down or getting on your computer pad, what is my why? Oh, well, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to do that? I mean, Niall did a great thing. I mean, great explanation on exactly what that is. And that's what it is. It's just an exercise of how to figure out what your why is, and to dig really deep into what's going on in your whole life.
Yeah,
Michelle has a question.
So, Peter, we're doing that. I understand that my why is an exercise, but we're still having to publish it, correct?
So what I want you to do, here's the way I understand it, is it's up to you if you want to publish that. Okay. Because this is your personal information. This is what's going on in your life. I probably wouldn't publish it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna write it, and then Rory's doing like a basically he wants to read them all, and he wants to award people that he thinks are really good pages about this, right? So he's gonna reward you. I don't know how.
So we save them as a draft then?
I would save them as a draft, unless you want to publish them. If they're not green, do not publish them. But if it's just your why, and you kind of dug down and how deep you want to go, and it's relevant to you, then then I think Niall's taking them. I can't remember. Is Niall? Yeah,
Niles took them. He even replied to mine and gave me a little pep talk, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
And I did write it on about what happened in Florida.
Okay.
And I made it a floater page. I published it, but I didn't put it on my menu.
Right.
No.
I wouldn't put it on your menu. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
I'd put it on your
No.
menu.
Don't do
No.
that.
No.
But the About Me page you do put on your menu so
Yes.
people can start following you.
I
Yes.
don't
I
have
do.
that on I don't have that on my menu.
I don't
do.
either.
I don't know that I have one.
Okay, what did you say, Pete? I missed it.
So you don't have, and John, you may correct me, but I don't have my About Me page on my menu, but it is
I
published.
do.
Okay.
It is
Most
I put it on my menu.
99% of websites and companies have their about page on their menu.
Yeah.
And it's usually at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually on the bottom on a little 4-link menu, 4 or 5 links. So you know how most websites you scroll to the bottom, there's some links down there. It's usually down there. And some,
Google wants it there.
yeah, and some companies have it at the top, but most of them are at the bottom.
Mhm. So how do you, when we finish our My Why page, how do we get it to Niall or Rory?
You email
Email
it to
it.
Niall at nileeddy3@gmail.com, and it's NILEEDDY3@gmail.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you too, because I didn't know that.
So the about
I know
me-
they talked about that. I heard him say that when they were talking on
Well,
Saturday, but
What was the
Haven't written
deadline on that, by the way,
Is there a deadline?
I don't know if there is a deadline.
on the Y pages?
I don't
I
know.
didn't hear one.
I don't know either. I
Because,
just-
I mean, yeah, you know how I talk. Can you imagine me and my Y page? And, I mean, that's a project in itself.
I know as of today they are still taking them because that's how I memorized the email address because I saw it in A-Team today. But other than that, I don't know.
And I don't know either. I don't know. That's a good question. It may
I
come
bet
up.
you can find the answer somewhere, Peter.
Yeah, I probably could if I really wanted to.
Eventually.
If I really liked you guys, I probably would find that out.
Well, darn. Well, if we liked you too, we'd call you a fearless leader.
Come on.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay, we beat that horse to death, or what are we doing? Because I want to talk about
Well-
one more thing.
what's the
Mary,
next?
Mary, you still
Go for
got okay, I'm lower.
Mary, you good?
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to get this straight. The Y page, that's separate. And then the About Me is a little ditty about me, who I am.
Yeah.
And then I was getting that confused with the what's it, thank you for coming page. Usually you put with on your home page.
The thank
Okay.
you for coming is a floater on your website. You just create a
Okay.
thank you page. It says thank you for visiting our website.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Please come back and visit us again.
Yeah.
And that one's a floater.
Floater.
A floater. You just create the page and publish it, but do not put it on a menu.
Okay. Well, I think mine is hooked to my home category.
You,
It's post.
Oh,
that's okay.
Yeah, but
It shouldn't be there. It should be a floater. It should not be on a menu.
You're thinking of your post that's at the beginning where it says, thanks for coming and da-da-da-da-da. That's
Yes,
not the
yes.
same page.
That's not the why.
That's not the thank you page.
No.
There's a,
That's not the thank you page.
right. That's just part of that's one of your posts that's on that first page. The thank you page is a specific page that you can send somebody to off of, say you've got another page and you need to have an internal link. You can always have an internal link to your thank you page if you have to,
Right.
So it gives you a good place to do an internal
Or
link.
or another option of that is you use Response Magic and someone signs up
Oh,
for your
yeah.
newsletter, and then you can actually have Response Magic send them to your thank you page for signing up.
Okay. Okay. I understand that. Yes. That makes sense. Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I have copies, or I have templates of all that stuff on that. I posted that in the chat. And so I have copies of all the pages in there that you can, the templates that you can use. So,
Right.
Okay.
and like John said,
Yeah.
you don't, not all those have to be on your menu. Matter of fact, none of them are on my menu. I probably didn't do it correctly, but it is what it is. But I've got,
And you have Google AdSense.
I've got Google AdSense. So I've got,
I don't have an about page, and I have Google AdSense too.
yeah, exactly. But I just wanted to cover my butt. So I did the about page, the content page, the privacy policy. The privacy policy is something you absolutely need.
Yeah, and I don't have that either.
You don't have it either?
Nope. I
The
got
site
Google
advertising,
AdSense
the
without
thank
it.
you, and
Is the
then, yeah.
Is
So-
the disclaimer something you need when you get Google AdSense, since I don't have it? Or should it already be there, the disclaimer? You were
The
talking about
disclaimer is
doing
required
widgets.
by the FCC. It should be there from the day you get your site.
on the-
Oh, okay. I'll look at that.
If you place, before you place an ad, you should have that on your site by law.
Look for it.
Okay.
That's something every
On every
instruct-
page?
Yeah, what you do is you put it in a widget on the bottom of your page, and all it has to do is say, I make a commission from items sold on this website, or from products sold on this website. Just put it in a widget and write a sentence, a text widget, write the sentence in the widget, put it on your page, on the bottom of your page in a text widget, and you're good to go.
Hey,
And
John,
it'll be on
If
every
it's not
page.
already there,
Why
right?
don't you
Right.
type in your URL so they can see exactly how you've done that?
Okay.
I mean, because it's real simple.
Actually, I'm gonna copy and paste it so that they can actually,
Okay.
because I've got my site up.
I'm waving my hand, but nobody can see me. I have a question when you guys have a chance.
Hey, Merle.
Hey,
Excuse me.
It's
Go
not on
ahead.
my homepage, is it? It's not on my homepage.
so what do you think is the best program to protect your computer with?
I know it's not on my homepage.
Well,
I'm
I'm not a
using
computer guru
McAfee.
like John and Sharon, but I like the one I'm using now. Just gotta remember the name of Avast. I've been using Avast. and then there's
Avast is the best thing out there. The free version is awesome, and if you upgrade, you don't have to worry about anything ever again. They catch everything.
And how would I spell that?
avast.com. A is an alpha.
AVASC?
A is an alpha. V is in Victor. A is an alpha. S is in Sam. T is in Tango. .com.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And I posted a link to one of my pages in the chat. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, past all the Google ads, you'll see it. You
That's
can-
not the link that I posted in there, but that's how you spell it. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
okay.
Free, huh? I like it. I like free.
It'll keep trying to get you to upgrade, by the way, just to be clear.
And they'll keep sending you discounts, and they'll get lower and lower and lower and lower. And when it gets down to like $30, it's the best time to do it because it don't
Mhm.
get lower than like $30, but it's a really good deal.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll
Y'all
give
probably
you like
let the one I have
70% off or something.
Yeah.
It's actually
I'll
only
probably
like,
let the one I have run out. Yeah, they said that the McAfee could be causing my computer to run slower.
It can. Yeah, I would uninstall McAfee and everything that it has to do with it. When it pops up, when you uninstall it, it'll probably pop up and ask you if you want to uninstall all those files associated with it. And it'll say that this may cause some things not to work. Click OK, accept when you uninstall it.
All right.
Can we visit Prime One Chat
Sounds
for
good.
a minute?
And restart your computer after you uninstall that before you download Avast and install
Okay.
it. That way it clears out all the junk from McAfee.
All righty. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Merle.
Okay, Prime One Chat.
Shoot.
I don't have all the answers. I'm going to tell you. But here's the thing is you should be able to download it onto your cell phone at this point. Okay. So we're obviously moving into Prime One Chat. Matter of fact, our chat group will be moving in there pretty soon, probably next week.
Oh,
So we're gonna, and we're not getting away from Skype right now. I mean, it's not done because there's still some bugs that need to be dealt with on the Prime One Chat. I don't know about the desktop version right now. I
Works
know
for
they're
me.
trying to figure some stuff out. So, but you should be able to download it onto your, and most of us here are on the chat, right? And you're, you send 11 texts a day and you get paid. Everybody needs to know that as well. And then, but we're going to be getting that desktop version, which is going to basically replace Skype. And we'll get paid as we use, like our Skype stuff. So it's all going to be good. But like I said, I don't know all. I mean, I'm up for questions, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to answer everything.
I've been using the desktop
Yeah.
with no problems.
You have?
okay.
I have.
Okay.
For once, I had it on and I forgot it when they said they're having those issues, and I was like texting on my phone on it, and my computer kept making noises. I go, what? But yeah, I have it on 2 of my computers, and I have no problem yet. The only thing it does not recognize all your chat history that you've had from on one, like your phone to your desktop. At least I'm not sure, but I've been using it as well as, the phone.
What do you have the link to download it from?
What you do is, what is it? Desktop? I'll see
So
if
the
I
other
can.
thing is, while you're
find it.
looking for that, Julie. Oh my God, excuse me.
And
I
we
don't
have to
know-
make this quick because Paul's meeting starts in 9 minutes.
All right, so I don't know if we're getting paid for the desktop version right now.
I don't think
sure
we
you get
are.
Your 11 text on your phone, but yes, if you have that link, that would be awesome for us to get, dialed in with that. I know that Shane on the MSI thing, he couldn't figure it out. So if you got something different, I wouldn't
best-
on it completely, but yeah, it would be. I mean, it's a perfect start.
Okay.
I know
Where do we
everybody's
get-
wondering about that, right? So
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out there because
Where do we get the download for the phone? Do we get it from the Google Play Store to get the pay to chat?
Yeah.
No, you get it off of your tipping circle.
You click the link on your tipping circle for Prime One Chat and it
watch
takes
the video.
and watch the video, and it takes you right to the download.
For the phone?
Video?
It sends the link to you. It sends the download to your phone.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, and the payout for the 11. Okay, when you get the 11, when you send the 11 text on your phone, you get paid. You get paid 0.133 tricity, 0.113 tricity per day. you can send 100 a day, but you still only get that 0.113. But it adds up. Every day you use it, that's another 0.113. And it doesn't take too many days to make that 1.0. So, you know, it takes a little while, but it all adds up. So with
One quick note to log in on the desktop. The best way is to go to your phone, and on your desktop, once it's loaded, you want to do it by the QR code
Okay.
from your phone. So if you're not sure where that is on your phone, go to your settings and then click on the web desktop, and you can scan the code off of your from your phone to the desktop, and it will open it up for you.
Okay.
Thank you, Julie.
I've tried it the other way, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't working as well as using the QR code. You know, so
Okay.
it gives you a thing to scan off of your phone, because what the desktop does will give you the code, and you just scan that code and it lets you on. If you have questions, you can ask. So
Okay, we have basically 5 minutes left. Anybody else got any questions about Prime One real quick?
I do real quick. How do you know for sure that you somehow or another got it correctly downloaded on your phone so that you are getting paid? Because when we did the thing on it, it was a while back, and I don't know if the way that I was told to download it was the right way so that I'm actually getting paid myself.
It would show up in your tipping circle. You would actually show the Trusticity. It would show up in your tipping circle under your TRC.
are you texting 10 every day?
I'm trying to. I may not remember every day, but I'm trying really hard to.
If you're texting it and your other points and everything are showing up in tipping circle like they should be, if you text 11 one day and you don't see 0.113 Trusticity the next day on top of what you have in your TRC, then it's not working. Uninstall it. Go back to your link in your tipping circle. Hit your Prime One chat link. Follow the link. Re-download it. Reinstall it, and it'll work.
Now, do I go to my tipping circle from my phone, or from go to tipping circle on my phone and then download it
On your computer.
on the computer? Okay,
And
that's what I
then
thought.
it'll take you to where you choose which phone or whatever phone on your computer, and it'll do like normal. You can click it and it'll send it to your phone just like normal. It does, sends it to Google Play, and it'll be downloading on your phone when you get your phone.
Because I had to do mine. Mine's an iPhone, so I had to like go to the App Store.
Yeah, it's got both links on the computer for Apple and
Android.
Android.
And I think it was just mentioned that it had an update last week for iPhone. Is that what I just
Yes.
saw? in the
Yeah, I saw that in chat. I saw they did have an update for. That's right. If you do the update, the payments will show up. You need to do the update. It's in the PNG chat.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate y'all letting me take up your time.
No problem.
We love having you join us anytime.
Mm-hmm. But you'll be seeing my mug every now and then for sure.
I don't know who let her in, but I don't know what we're going to do. We got to find out who invited her to our chat.
I'll never tell.
I can
All right.
figure it out.
I think we all know.
It was Peter.
We all know.
It was
Okay.
Peter.
You don't really think I would just hop in on Peter's group without Peter being the one to invite me, do you? I'm pretty gutsy, but I'm not quite that bad yet.
We're
So.
picking on you, Phil.
Of course,
No,
I don't know it's Peter,
everybody's
so I might
welcome
have
to
done it, but you know.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I think we're out of time. You want to say anything else, Peter?
Nope. you guys, hopefully we covered some stuff that like I said, I think a lot of people things weren't clear, and that's what I wanted to touch base today with. So
Right.
hopefully we did that.
Okay.
All righty. Well,
And
everybody.
as always, if you guys have any questions, call me. I know I've been a little absent lately, but I'm back, so everything's good. And I know John's been a little absent, and Sharon, but we're all back. Everything's good. So just keep asking questions. Julie Folkarts, I do need to get with you, and I will. So hopefully the next couple days. So just let me know. Send me a text.
I will.
Okay.
I will do that
Hugs,
right now.
everybody. Hugs, hugs, hugs.
Hugs, 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 right back in.
Ta-ta.
Forgot I wasn't muted.
See you, everyone.
All right, guys.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.